This man right here, Drew Allar, will be the most important person on this Penn State roster for the 2024 season. They will go as far as they can, and they could be a playoff team with Drew Allar reaching his maximum potential this year. He needs to be better than he was last year. Last year, he did not show up in the big games, the games that mattered. Ohio State, he was 18 of 42 for 191 yards and a 43% completion percentage. Michigan, 10 of 22 for 70 yards, 45% completion percentage. That's just not going to cut it. Right now, they have a great window this year to be very successful and to take this team further than they have been in the past 20, 30 years. This new playoff format favors no one more than Penn State. In addition to now the Big Ten moving away with divisions, Penn State has an incredible opportunity to be successful, to get to the playoff, and to make noise in the playoff. They avoid Michigan and Oregon, two of the three top contenders in this conference. They duck them. They duck both of them. And on top of that, they do play Ohio State, but it's at Beaver Stadium this year. So Penn State will be favored in every game, probably only but the Ohio State game this year. So this is a huge year for them. And Drew Allar really needs to step up and rise to the occasion. Now, a lot of the offensive inefficiencies last year can be attributed back to Mike Yurcich, who has now since been fired and left. And they have now hired Andy Kotelnick, a huge addition from Kansas. And his impact needs to be immediate. Additionally, the wide receivers need to be better than last year. This is still a question mark. It was a question mark for their team entering the season last year. It's going to be a question mark entering in this year. So they lose their best receiver, Keandre Lampert-Smith, to Auburn. And they lose Dante Cephas to K-State. Now, Dante Cephas didn't really amount to much, but entering into Penn State, he had a lot of hype coming from Kent State. But they gained Julian Fleming from Ohio State. They have Tyler Warren returning at tight end, who will be their security blanket. And the biggest one, who will probably be their wide receiver one, will be Harrison Wallace III, Trey Wallace. Now, he battled a lot of injuries last year, which left him to, I think, like 6 or 7 games. But he has wide receiver one capabilities if he stays healthy and is able to stay on the field. Now, you're also going to have to ask a lot of your young guys, Caden Saunders and Omari Evans. They're young, they have shown flashes, so they really need to step up to the plate and really need to be taking that next step in order for Penn State to be really, really successful this year. So this will continue to be the biggest question on the team. There's so many new faces and a new coordinator coming in that there's so many unknowns. If they can figure out receiver room, they could be pretty dangerous. But with this schedule and the potential upside of what we think Drew Allar can be, and can achieve the best case scenario for the receiver room, this team could be really dangerous. They should be a playoff team. They can even make noise in the playoffs. Follow Big Body Ball on all socials. Check out the full video on YouTube.